this past weekend, like everybody else, I went to the movies to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I never need to see that movie again. As humans, we all have our own traumas and triggers. And unfortunately, we never know when or where they may flare up. On Friday, we lost a legend in the geek space. My Batman, the voice of Batman for the animated series, as well as the Arkham games and hundreds of other Batman projects. Kevin Conroy lost his life to brain cancer. The following Saturday, we were also reminded of the passing of Stan Lee. A couple of days prior to that, we lost another amazing comic book creator, Carlos Pacheco. On top of all of that, the movie itself, which by the way was amazing. Don't get me wrong, the movie was great. Phenomenal movie. But a few elements of that movie for me hit a little too close to home. So Black Panther Wakanda Forever was great. Just don't ask me to watch it again. Rest in peace, Carlos Pacheco. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. And as always, Stan, you are the reason Do You Speak Geek exists. I still dedicate this brand's existence to you. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek.
DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop. I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish, ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number one on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Nick's back again. Man, I feel like I ain't talked to y'all in a while. Sorry, we have been extremely busy with these DYSG awards, and y'all are killing me with the votes. I'm looking for more ads, by the way, just so y'all know. The post is still on the page. Please be sure to send those ads in as soon as possible to the email address. We want to help you guys get some exposure. But in the meantime, this is the pod, episode 135, I believe. Shout out to everybody who has been rocking with me thus far. For the listeners, the followers, the subscribers, all of y'all, family, friends, I love y'all so much. Nothing without y'all. And if you're new here, welcome to Do You Speak Geek. This is the podcast. We bring you all the latest and greatest inside of the geek realm as far as news and reviews. Shout out to Spreaker, that's the home team, but wherever you get your podcast, please be sure to search for Do You Speak Geek and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us along with social media, Facebook, DYSGFB, that's Facebook, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, Twitch at DYSG_games, and Instagram, TikTok, and Quirk Chat at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel, the only place where you can find the Dino and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell, and leave comments. We want to know what you guys think. All right, y'all, let's get into the show. Got a pretty packed show. We're going to give y'all what y'all want, give y'all what y'all need, but let's go ahead and do what we do about this time, people. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I want to be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, y'all, we got news, reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Let's get into it. Spirited. Even Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell aren't charming enough to redeem Apple Plus's humbug musical adaptation of A Christmas Carol. I feel like Apple TV Plus, outside of Ted Lasso, has been taking major L's here. So I'm not sure how much longer we will have that service around as far as original content, but we shall see. Vampire Survivors 1.0 is outwardly simple, but turns out to be an incredibly deep hole to fall down.
Oh my.
Hey, yo! It's not without extended dull periods when you get ahead of its curve. Okay. Sega Genesis Mini number 2. It's a delightful follow-up to 2019's Genesis Mini with another generous helping of M2 magic locked inside of its tiny frame. Get that one. It's a pretty dope system. Zootopia Plus Season 1. A handful of the most memorable support characters in Zootopia get their own adventures in 6 fun new shorts. Check that one out on Disney Plus. It's pretty awesome. The Dragon Prince Season 4. The Dragon Prince returns with all thrills, action, and jokes you'd expect to see, wrapped up in a darker, bigger season that kickstarts a new chapter of the saga. Check that one out. Sonic Frontiers, an ambitious open-world adventure that mostly succeeds at mixing up the Sonic formula, even when some of its ideas fall a little flat. And finally, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's at its most effective when paying tribute to its fallen king, and strong performances from the returning cast keep it afloat, though it's occasionally choppy with the plot. Still, dope movie no less. Please check that one out. Let's go ahead and hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week, we have Batman, One Bad Day, Mr. Freeze, number 1. Going back to the Dark Knight's early days in Gotham City, Batman and Robin, Dick Grayson, faced down the coldest winter Gotham City has ever seen. A winter so cold that Mr. Freeze, aka Victor Freeze, no longer needs his containment suit to survive. He is in an element where he can thrive. Robin empathizes with Mr. Freeze. All Freeze wants to do is save his wife Nora, but Batman wants Robin not to give his empathy to Victor Freeze. He's a man who decided his own fate a long time ago, and he deserves none of our warmth. And this winter, he will show his true wickedness and power. The powerhouse creative team of best-selling writer Jerry Dugan and Matteo Scalera bring you Mr. Freeze's most frigid story yet. You know, these Batman One Bad Day books have not missed yet. I mean, with the Riddler, and we had Penguin, now we got Mr. Freeze. I am so looking forward to all of these. Please check this one out. Blade Vampire Nation number 1. A deep dive into Dracula's new kingdom is established in Avengers, starring Blade, the sheriff of Vampire Nation. An assassination threatens to unravel the fledgling country and spread chaos throughout the world. But is getting rid of a nation full of bloodsuckers really all that bad of an idea? Blade himself isn't too sure. Wakanda number 2. M'Baku proves his worth. While T'Challa has been handling situations on Earth, M'Baku has acted as regent over the intergalactic empire. And when a foe from Wakanda's past threatens to destroy its future, M'Baku will prove why the cosmos were entrusted to him. Plus, Evan Narsarsi and Natasha Bustos' definitive history of Black Panthers continues. Now, that backstory at the back of the pages, that's where you get some good stuff there. But I'm definitely ready to see what M'Baku's going to do in this book here. Hopefully he doesn't call anyone a bald-headed demon. I'm sorry. And finally, we have I Hate Fairyland number 1. Everyone's favorite green-haired, axe-crazed manic returns in this Deadpool meets Alice in Wonderland adventure. Gert is all grown up and living in the real world. Times are tough, and the only job she's qualified for has her trying to find her way back to the place she hates the most, Fairyland. Eisner Award winner writer Scotty Young and artist Brett Bean bring back the hit comic I Hate Fairyland for an all-new ongoing series. This book is dope, y'all. I actually slept on this one, and I went back and read through it. This book is nuts, I'm telling you. It is so crazy, but it is so good. So please check these books out and others this Wednesday at your local comic book store. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder!
The Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
All right, you couch potatoes. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse reveals its Spider-Punk voice. Daniel Kaluuya is donning a pair of web slingers and joining the cast of the Spider-Verse for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Kaluuya, revered for his work in films like Get Out and Black Panther, will voice Spider-Punk in the film. Spider-Punk, whose real name is Hobor Hobie Brown, first appeared in Marvel Comics 2015. He is a homeless teenager who becomes a hero to the citizens of New York in his own universe, sporting the same powers as Peter Parker, but with a deep affinity for punk rock. Yo, that's a good look right there. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with that. Definitely, my wife will be interested in it. She has a little bit of a crush there on the guy, but you know, whatever. Should be a good film. It didn't miss last time, so it shouldn't miss this time. But we gonna see what's gonna happen. And lastly, we have Indiana Jones TV series is reportedly being actively explored for Disney Plus. Now, according to Variety, Disney and Lucasfilm are actively looking to potentially develop a new TV show starring the legendary archaeologist, but it's unclear whether Harrison Ford is involved. The show is reportedly very early in development with no writer currently attached, so plot details are non-existent. It's also unknown whether the show will act as a prequel or spin-off to the popular film franchise, which is set to continue with Indiana Jones 5 in 2023. Both Disney and Lucasfilms have reportedly been bringing up the possibility of a show set within the Indiana Jones universe. Yeah, they're gonna milk these franchises for all they're worth, man. I mean, that's what Disney does. Disney is going to take a franchise, and especially with Disney and Warner Brothers, they are taking franchises and they are going to milk them absolutely dry. Some things just should be left alone. But when it does come out, I'm pretty sure there are a few fans who will like it, so we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and hop into Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
That sound like Donkey Kong.
That man is playing Galaga.
All right, you gamers, Monster Hunter mobile game announced. So a new Monster Hunter mobile game is in development at Capcom and T-My Studio Group, the Tencent-owned developer behind Call of Duty Mobile and Pokemon Unite. The yet untitled game aims to, quote, reproduce the hunting actions that define the Monster Hunter series on mobile. Unfortunately, the announcement made no mention of a release date or window. I know a few fans who are going to be hyped for that one. Monster Hunter on a mobile? Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Ash Ketchum has finally become the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. After 25 years, perpetual 10-year-old Ash Ketchum has finally become the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Ash's big moment took place in the latest episode of Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series which premiered this past week in Japan. In it, Ash's Pikachu defeats a Charizard belonging to Leon, who video game fans will remember as the champion of Pokemon Sword and Shield Galar region. Their battle was the final bout in the Pokemon World Coronation Series Master 8 tournament, which pits champions from across multiple regions against one another, including Cynthia, Iris, Steven, and Lance. By defeating Leon, Ash effectively proved himself the strongest of all the Pokemon League champions, thus completing the dream he first set out to accomplish when he left Pallet Town in episode 1 of the original 1997 series. Ash, you finally did it. Congratulations to Ash. He has finally come the best like no one ever was. I love it. I love it. Dave Bautista posts a video of himself in Gears of War armor. So Dave Bautista really wants to be in Netflix's Gears of War movie, as the Guardians of the Galaxy star posted a video of himself in the game's iconic armor on Twitter. Quote, "I can't make this any easier," he said, tagging both Netflix and the official Gears of War Twitter accounts. The move is well timed given that Netflix announced the Gears of War film just a few days ago alongside an adult animated series. The footage isn't brand new, however. It comes from a 2019 Gears 5 trailer featuring Batista after he was announced as a playable DLC character. Hey, let that man get that bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't be, Drax but for so long. I mean, I think with Guardians 3, this will be his last time playing Drax. So, yeah, from one franchise to the next, I say let him do it. Let's get it in. And finally, we have the Hogwarts Legacy gameplay showcase. Now, Avalanche Software and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment showed off a host of new gameplay during a new Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy showcase earlier this week, including the character creator, the combat, the user interface, and more. It constituted the deepest look so far as the open world Harry Potter game, which cast the players as a fifth-year student within Hogwarts. It revealed how the new game will reveal Hogwarts life, starting with the Hufflepuff common room and continuing on through various parts of the castle. The tour includes fresh details on the various quests, collectibles, and other aspects that should be familiar to fans of open world games and RPGs. One of the main concepts that the main character is behind other students, so they have to compete in a variety of mini quests to catch up. These quests are cataloged in the Wizard's Field Guide, which tracks elements surrounding combat, quests, collections, and rooms of requirements. Classes, meanwhile, will be optional side quests, providing players an opportunity to advance their spells and learn more about the various professors. The showcase also included a look of the character creator, which includes a variety of hairstyles, including dreadlocks, cornrows, as well as freckles and other options. Representation, okay. The hero is shown wearing a Victorian bow tie, waistcoat, and duster. The developers confirm you'll be able to change your appearance in-game by going to a barbershop in Hogsmeade. Along the way, the developers acknowledged some of the elements that the team couldn't include, such as Quidditch, gobstones, and wizard's chess. While they weren't able to include everything, they did say they tried to include most of these elements in the narrative in some way. The showcase included with a brief look of the combat as the player battled a dummy in a dueling club, which is housed in Hogwarts Clock Tower. The developers also hinted at what lies beyond the walls of Hogwarts, promising that players will be able to visit every area they can see while looking over the vast Scottish landscape below. So I watched this. It was incredible. This game is beautiful, and I honestly cannot wait to get my hands on this. Slytherin all day, y'all already know, but this is a beautiful game. It's gonna be one of those ones that that's gonna be really, really, really hard to put down. But that's the pod. I hope y'all got all the information y'all needed. I hope y'all had a good time, sitting here kicking it with me. But your boy is gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. Check us out on the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe to the videos there. As always, people, Live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?